Hi, Brian Stucker here again, certified personal trainer and baby boomer fitness expert, where today I'm going to talk about exercise for people over 60, the best practices that you can keep. So the number one practice of some of my best clients is, number one, they get a coach. What the coach allows them to do is buy time. The biggest frustration I see with a lot of clients is when I sit down and I talk to them, is they say they've tried every diet, they've tried every workout, they've tried every workout app, they've tried everything. But the problem is they're trying everything to work to an outcome and they're trying to put it together. What a good coach does that maybe has a degree in exercise sports science like myself, or a number of certifications, or worked with, trained thousands of sessions, what they allow you to do is buy time and buy speed. What that's going to do for you is get a very specific plan that's going to take you from point A to point B and get you the result that you want and save you time and save you frustration. Okay, no more, they'll take the guesswork out of it. You could Google it, or you could try to put it all together yourself, but the best practice you could get is to get yourself a coach to get you from point A to point B. The next best practice that you can do that I see with people is they try to outwork their diet. That's not the case. So the best practice that you could do is have yourself a really good sound nutrition plan, and like the video before this, follow those guidelines, and that's going to help you get on the right track for that. With that best practice of nutrition, there's then also listening to your body. There's a phenomenon out there called boomeritis. It's like the mind is thinking it can do anything. But then the boomer goes out there and they have boomeritis, they're over-exercising, and the next thing you know, they're getting injured because they think their body is that of a 20-year-old. There's a lot of things that may have happened in between. Maybe you've been focused on your work, you've been focused on your kids, but your body, your joints aren't the same, your recovery is not the same, so you've got to listen to your body. If your body's talking to you where you're tight, you're sore, you're fatigued, you've got to take that time, which leads into my next point, which is rest and recovery. Rest and recovery, get that sleep, get that soft tissue work, a massage, foam roll, go through some mobility, work on some yoga, do rest and recovery. One of the best rest and recovery strategies that I know out there, I learned from a mentor of mine that I hired back, and I got a coach to help me speed up the progress of things, is rest and recovery. And his name was Craig Ballantyne, the author of The Perfect Day Formula, and then the author of Unstoppable. So his method that he uses is the 10-3-2-1-0 method. So how this does, it's going to help you maximize your recovery. So 10 hours before bed, absolutely no caffeine. All right, so no caffeine 10 hours, 3 hours before, no alcohol, 2 hours before, no work. So no more work. I fall victim to that one. I like to continue to do work right up to bed. Number one is 1 hour before, no electronic devices. And then there's 0. What his 0 is when your alarm clock goes off, you're allowed 0 snooze, because that sets the tempo throughout your day. Not only does Craig talk about that, there's other great authors out there. Some of them, David Goggins, ex-Navy SEAL, he talks about that, how important it is to win your morning. Because if you do not hit the snooze button and you get up right away, that's setting the tempo of the day. Like, you're going to win the day, you're taking on the day, you're going to make this happen for you. Last one is then keep a journal. What's a journal going to do? A journal is going to let you see your progress over time. Many times I've seen clients, they come in with their journal and they've keeping a journal consistently over 6 months. Maybe they don't write it in every day, but once a week they keep a journal of what happened. They look back on it 6 months later and they've had huge progress. They see from where they started to where they are, and then that's really motivated, but also helps them appreciate. One of the biggest things by not keeping a journal, it's easy to get frustrated because you have an expectation. You've got an expectation around how much body fat you want to lose, how much better your performance is going to be, how much better you're going to feel. But right away, you have that expectation, you're gonna get some quick results, but there's gonna be times where you get stuck. By keeping that journal, you're gonna be able to look back, see what adjustments you need to make, but also it's gonna then help you appreciate, and that's the biggest component in this to help you keep going, because this is something you're doing sustainable for life, is it's gonna help you appreciate the journey, appreciate what you've accomplished so far, and it's going to keep you going. There's no sense in starting and stopping. You want to be able to keep that journey going. So keep yourself a good journal. So these are the best practices that I see with my clients. Apply them to you. Let me know if you're doing any of these best practices down in the comment section below. Let me know which best practice that you're using for yourself, and have yourself a great day.